Is it just me? Am I frozen?
Can you hear him?
No, I can barely hear him. Like it's cutting in and out, but I don't know if that's my reception or what, man. Like I have no clue if it's me or if it's them. I'm gonna cut back in. What's up, Melvin? Alright, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Did a little router reset. Was the Zoom not coming through?
Ain't nothing working,
Hey,
man.
Tina.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm really pissed off. My fucking computer locked me out, man. I don't know what the hell I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Me. I'm sitting in it. Because it's like everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Let's go, Darwin. Yep. I would suggest going over to the town of Aguilar's Facebook.
Yeah, I can't get it to pull up full screen. Already frustrated with it. Wish they could get their shit together.
It's not even giving me an option to switch it from a PIN to a password on my computer, which is really like irritating because I've been using a password, not a PIN. I don't know what the hell happened. Good Citizen, are you there, man? No, I think he froze up. Telling you. Sorry, everybody. Another fucked up show.
Yep. I'm just trying to get this shit. Their Zoom ain't working.
And I think you're cutting in and out. I think I'm cutting in and out. My reception keeps dropping like way down, and I'm like sitting like right next to the router. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's me. But same thing for just straight data.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the hell, man? What the hell, man? Guess you can't win for losing sometimes, huh?
Utility report. Go back just a little bit. How well is some of these going to do?
On the Rancho well, we're gonna have probably, either if I borrow some, come up and look at it. It's producing about half the amount of what it was producing before, so I'm not for sure. It's what's causing it, because there's plenty enough water in it.
It's fluctuating, but it's still pretty, fair.
after it came down, you got all the repairs done and cleaned and the whole nine bit with the result?
We just did the cleaning and then they'll propose the bid for the repair on the roof and everything else that was outstanding.
I've been touching bases with Luke every day, that's operator, remote operator. Corey's doing real good, so. Picking up at the shop.
How's everything else going for you?
What's that?
How's everything else going for you?
Good, going good. Learning a lot.
You've been watching the guys like when they have to change the meters off, the water meters, so
Yeah.
you got a pretty good handle on with that now.
Yeah, I'll see a couple more, I'll try to do a couple more. I'll be able to probably start changing them out.
Anything else from the board?
If you don't mind, what is the purpose of moving the water meters from the yard, out of the yard type thing, or is that
It's a
not?
liability to us because it's on their property,
And
so we want it on the outside. So it's to the right way of the county. Most of the meter pits and some of the meter pits are not taking it either, so they're freezing and that's what's causing the meters to break or crack on the water.
Anything else? Yeah, thank you, John.
thank you, sir. I hope you guys don't mind me asking a lot of questions.
Oh, that's fine, that's what we're here for.
Glad you are. I don't know where it is.
Okay, new business, interview attorney. Can you call back, we'll forget about that right now. Laying the roads, snow removal.
They're learning, there's a lot of difficulty just because we got a lot of complaints. So we're trying to avoid that, especially if we have a big snowstorm that goes through the main part of the end. So for right now, I think with the heavier snows, we probably need some assistance from somebody just until they can, the bigger snow is not like the small ones.
Is the state still coming in and getting things, you know, all the way through, not anymore? Yeah. Well, thanks to the county that.
Hey, Cheryl, show me Sasquatch. Betty.
You get to hang it out there, Mr. John?
I'm liking it, okay?
That's good.
Let me just speak my idea. Just blade roads and snow removal stuff, there's been a couple guys that when it does snow or rain or bad, anything else, they don't have
I'm guessing service froze. Oh, Jesus. No, you're playing it on like fast forward or something, bro. I don't know what you clicked, but I'm not hearing it. No, maybe it's not fast forward. Maybe muted. Because I don't hear anything now. I see him moving, but yet. And see, I've been sitting here talking forever with my freaking mic undone. It's just been a bad day. So I will re-go over this. I don't
Mark
know
didn't make it.
What? Yeah, Mark didn't make it. I don't know what's going on with our audio issues as far as the Facebook is concerned. Maybe it's internet issues. Good Citizen Media is trying to run it. Unfortunately, I can't get into my computer right now. I'm locked out of my computer just freakishly, and I don't understand why. So we're kind of screwed on that. But
We're winging it.
we're pretty much winging it at this point in time. I really would have liked to hear this meeting. I mean, as usual, I'm going to have to go back, screen record it, and then put it out unless people goes directly to the Facebook. But basically, there's a lot of stuff going on with Aguilar, man. I don't know if they're going to address it in this meeting, but Good Citizen Media had posted a Walsenburg County meeting. Tyra was there about the natural gas and the bill that the city of Aguilar owes Walsenburg. Tried to debate that. Recently, there was another meeting with Walsenburg, who claims that Aguilar owes $66,000 to the city of Walsenburg, and is pretty much going through the processes of almost going to just shut off their gas, kind of like any other customer. But it's not that it just affects one person, it affects the entire city. So kind of concerned on that issue, and I was really kind of hoping to hear anything on that out of this meeting. I'm going to have to go back, screen record it, and do that. What do you have to add on this, Good Citizen? Because you're there, you're live, you know what's going on.
Fuck it. I'm using the Zoom right now. It has a little better audio.
Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not hearing the audio.
You guys hearing audio? I can do it this way too. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Cheryl.
I don't know, man. It's set to share the audio. It's just not.
It's just not doing it.
Project is done. Let's go forward.
How about now? Any better?
What's that? I can make the one a month. I can make the one a month, but starting Monday till October, I'm booked. I start practicing again. I got baseball.
Yeah, there's audio, but it's faint.
I can make the once a month meetings for sure. An occasional, my favorite make a workshop or two, but I ain't promising on that. But I will promise on the one meeting.
It's up to the board.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. I mean, don't, you guys do what you like.
Yeah, it's always low. Nothing we can do about that. At least there's some audio. They don't want to fix their shit.
I'm gonna table it, move to the next meeting. Have our decision by then.
The board tells us if you wanna, you know, about it until next board meeting, or what does the board want to do? So it's right again.
We have to make a new ordinance for it, because we'll have to change the dates from, the second and fourth, or the first and third, or however we should do that.
We can just amend the original ordinance. We don't need to go-
What's the time frame as far as when this thing's gonna start happening?
So in 30 days from now, the bids will go out, and then we'll see those, and then we'll have a contractor's bid meeting, and then that's when they approve it, and then it goes to the USC, and then they'll start groundwork. There's some probably by the first of May.
We'll make a decision next board meeting.
So the board,
And,
table until next board meeting. Okay, next deal on here, approval of the bill.
Yeah, they don't really use their microphones very well, so
No.
and that's it. Short and
Huh.
sweet.
Wow, that was really short. That only lasted about 30 minutes, man. Normally it lasts about a fucking hour. Crazy. Just about as crazy as my computer locking up on me while I'm working on it.
Right? Well, we
Crazy,
tried.
crazy. We did, at least to get it live. As usual, we'll pull it off the freaking Facebook and see if we can adjust the audio and bring it up and see what we can hear out of this meeting. You know, might not just have been good citizens' reception or my reception. It could have been their reception as well. So, I mean, we can only get whatever we
They
can
just plug
get.
in. All there is to it. I mean, if I go stand across the fucking room, you wouldn't hear me either, you know? So,
Yeah.
not the brightest fucking,
Well,
not the brightest.
also doesn't help that they don't talk into the mic either. They like sit
That's
far
my
back
point.
from it. So,
That's my point. If you're going to sit so far back from the mic, then it's not going to work.
right.
So, we'll just have to re-upload it like always. We've been doing this, what, 7 months now or something? They don't have no care in the world to fix their audio. Don't
Well,
know
I
about
thought they
anybody else
did.
being
I
able
mean,
to express themselves.
right. I thought they did. I thought they were like
And
stepping
they
it up
didn't
by
want to
going
talk
up
about the
into Zoom.
$66,000 they fucking owe.
Nope. Well, I don't know because I didn't get to hear the meeting.
And Big Dog Mark, he wasn't there. And not he wasn't there. So we're not a full board and we can't even get them to show up,
Right?
you know?
Crazy.
Yeah. What's crazy is none of the knows that they're about to have their fucking natural gas shut off. Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that should be a big concern to everybody in Aguilar. I mean, even if they don't have
Well,
natural gas running to their house, I mean, they've got relatives that probably have natural gas running to their house. So, that's going
yeah.
to be a big concern considering the temperatures that have been there here recently. And we've got another cold snap running through. So it's going to get cold real
Well, and people
fucking
use
quick
it to
for a lot of
cook
people
and
there.
everything.
Right?
So
Crazy.
sounds to me like if they don't come up with $66,000 to pay the gas bill, it's going to be turned off within the next 7 days. That's what it sounds like to me. So, oh man, yeah. I don't know. They didn't talk about that though. I guess it's the town's business ain't the town's business. And they didn't bother showing up at the last meeting in Walsenburg to defend themselves or to bring in the paperwork either. So,
Yeah, because they were served with certified mail. They received the certified mail, but they didn't respond back to Walsenburg that they got the certified mail. I don't think it works for state agencies to ignore state agencies.
why not? They ignore us just the same. What's the difference?
Right? What is the difference?
They're gonna ignore whoever they want, obviously. But they ignore that gas bill too much longer, and ain't nobody in this town gonna have gas. And not only are they gonna shut it
Well,
off, they may just discontinue service. Period. They might have to get their gas from elsewhere.
they could do that. They could do that. I mean, Aguilar is just any other customer to Walsenburg. I mean, they made that very clear.
Yeah, but they provide to Trinidad too, like all the way down. So if they mess up that gas connection, where they're gonna get gas from? And who's gonna want to fucking take them on as a customer if they owe 60-some thousand dollars? So
Well, it sounds like whoever owns the propane company down there is going to be making a lot of money and dropping off a lot of tanks and hooking up a lot of houses. Because I mean, seriously, if it continues, that's what's going to end up having to happen. The residents are going to have to put out for propane tanks.
something. Something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Ain't nobody paying attention. They'll find out when their shit gets shut off, I suppose.
Right?
Uh,
Tina,
I heard
I don't even know.
I heard Bob
Go
say
ahead.
that he wanted to turn Mark into a project manager instead of a board member or something. But of course, Mark wasn't there to speak. So, but how's he going to manage all the projects and be the board member? This kind of was Bob Romero's point. I think it was hard to hear, but
Well, that's just a way to get him off the board without making it look like it's a bad situation. Because, I mean, he's already caused enough uproar to where he should not be on that board, but he still is. So maybe they're looking for a way to get him off the board without making it look like they're
well,
actually punishing him.
and the guy's only he barely shows up for fucking 1 hour a month, you know? So
Right? I mean, that's too much to ask even sometimes when he's gathering up all of his stuff and ready to head out the door before everybody else. But
I haven't seen any.
oh man, so much stuff going on. So much stuff going on. It just never stops. But I don't know. What do you want to do, good citizen? You want to keep going, or you want to just drop it and we'll do our screen recordings and whatnot, so forth?
Well, I just had somebody stop out front of my house. I don't know. I was just trying to do that, but got somebody just circling. So went out there, tried to talk to him. They're looking for a lost dog, I think. So yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
not good.
Yeah, it's cold out there too, cold and dark. So yeah, I don't know. I'm
Yep.
under the weather, man. I ain't been feeling well. So the whole meeting thing was just a shit show. Probably the shortest meeting yet, but the audio was terrible. And nothing I can do about that.
One of the shortest. Like I said, I'll go back and I'll check it out on Facebook and see if it was Facebook itself that was fucking all up, and if not, then I'll just screen record it. We'll post it up. Oh, great.
Yeah, so it's all we can do, man. So
Yeah.
and just sit back and watch the town crash because nobody wants to do anything. Then their water ain't worth drinking, and soon they ain't gonna have gas. I don't know how long the incorporation of the town's gonna last after all that.
Right. Well, I mean, Tina said it herself just a couple of things ago that, or pretty much the last comment that I can see is that, everyone will be at the meeting, for, the gas issue, but I don't know. I don't know if everybody will show up even for that. I mean,
I doubt it. I doubt it. And there's $66,000 owed right now. Nobody knows, let alone cares.
right.
I mean, where are they coming up with $66,000? They didn't care when the check bounced. You don't care. So I ain't even going to those meetings anymore, man. Why should I care? They don't care, right? I'll stay at home instead.
Well, I
I'll
mean,
just
today was a given. I mean, you're not feeling very good, but I mean, I kind of hear you.
I
It's
wasn't
like,
gonna go. I wasn't gonna go anyways. I already told them last month I wasn't gonna be back this month. I ain't going again. Why should I bother? Takes all my time and energy for what? This ain't my town. I wasn't the one that's got multiple generations here. That's everybody else. You know,
right?
I'm not the one
Kind
that
of
owns here. I
disheartening,
don't
man.
have to stay here. You know, I don't have to worry about my gas getting shut off. I don't have to worry about drinking this water. That's everybody else that has to worry about that stuff. We just tried to bring it, same with you. You don't have to use this gas. You don't have to drink this water. So why should we
Right?
continue to bend over backwards? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Well, that's fine. Eventually they'll figure it out on their own, and then they'll think it's their own idea, and then maybe they'll move forward with it or something.
Maybe,
At this point, they're
maybe.
not gonna
I don't
follow
know.
us. We say fuck too much, and we cuss too much, and we do this and that too much, and Of course, I'm not the one that's got a $6 bill right now. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm not
I
one with a
feel
mayor
you.
that can't breathe, dude. You know, I'm not the one with a violent
Right.
code enforcement officer. You know, I'm not the one with a violent fucking town council member. You know, I don't have to deal with none of this shit.
Well,
I
I
own
mean,
land in the next county up, man. I'm more invested in the next county up than I am here. So I've been at
right.
this for a long time. What, 6, 7 months now we've been doing this, man. So
I know. It's crazy. Like how
nobody
long that
cares.
we've been doing it and how long we've been trying
Hey,
to get the word out. And
like
it's crazy the
like
blowback
Tina
that we
says,
got from the majority.
they're all paying their gas bill though, right? Townspeople are
Right.
paying their bills, and where's the gas? Why we ain't getting gas?
Well, maybe
You know?
Tina's right then. Maybe they will show up just because, they're paying their bill and the gas got pulled. I mean, that's a big thing. It really is. It's a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Ooh, got all types of sirens going on. Sounds like we got police and fire truck. That sounds somewhat relatively close.
Well, go get you in a
Going right up
cop
the street
watch.
here. Well, if
Ain't
anything,
much
hold on a
movement
second, because
here.
let me get onto my crow's. Let me get onto my crow's nest here, and it looks like that's a fire truck and an ambulance. Somebody probably biffed it or something pretty hard. It's going into a back neighborhood. Hey, Corey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Coming in right at the end as usual.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we missed it too, Gail. Hmm,
Had some
I
bad
ain't feeling so
reception,
well.
computer issues. You name it. We've been having the issues.
Yeah.
Good.
You didn't miss much, Gal. You didn't miss much. It was
Oh,
short and sweet, and it was loaded with everything but information.
yeah.
You know. Yeah, and they just they're collecting the gas money here, but not paying the bill forward to the provider. So last I heard, they're $66,000 in debt, and they've got 7 days to either get that fixed, or else the whole town's going to lose their natural gas service, and it could possibly be indefinitely. So I don't know. Just weird. And they didn't bother talking about it at the meeting. They just skipped right over that. The town's business is not the town's business, you know.
Right.
But I did post some Walsenburg town meetings, and you can go over to the Walsenburg town meetings and find out about Aguilar. You get more information there than you do here, sadly. So I do have
Yep.
2 recent Walsenburg videos up pertaining to the gas and how it's not being paid. So that's about all I could do there, is try to inform the people that way, and whatever. But Yeah, I'm feeling like shit, man. Fucking, I didn't even want to mess with this tonight. So I sure wasn't even gonna go up there. I already said last month I wasn't going back up there this month. So
Right.
yeah, I wasn't going either way. So it is what it is. But I'm not gonna probably do too many more of these meetings. I'm probably not even gonna cover a lot more of them because you can't hear nothing. They're not talking about nothing. So there's not much sense in covering them, I guess you could say. I mean, if they're not going to talk about $66,000 gas bill that's due, then obviously, what else are they not talking about? You know what I mean? That's pertinent information to the townspeople. The people don't know that in 7 days their gas can be turned the fuck off. They don't understand that, and the town's not telling them that. There hasn't been no announcements on that. There hasn't been anything. It's a great big secret
It is,
unless you keep
Gail.
up with everybody around. Like, you know.
Yeah. Gail said it's really hard being the only person that fights, and
Yeah.
Gail, you're not the only one, but when there's few, when the many outweigh the few, our voices don't get heard. And then, when the stuff actually happens that we were sitting there touting, they don't want to give us credit for bringing it up. No, they bring it, they burn us a new asshole because they didn't listen to us.
Yup. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Wild West. But we've done our part.
Right.
So
I don't know,
yeah, Tina, I
Tina.
think the
Why?
infrastructure. I'm pretty sure the infrastructure is owned by the town. Is why the pipes, the meters, all that shit's owned by the town. I'm pretty sure. I don't know factually, but that's my understanding. Is they own the lines. So we're hooked to the line, and we've got one big main meter that reads how many units of natural gas the town receives, and the town disperses it from there through their lines, through their meters. So it's probably not as easy to just cut out Aguilar as a middleman. It's a lot easier to just cut Aguilar off, period. And then they have to find a new natural gas provider um, that can pipe into their pipes. Be my guess. But everybody who uses natural gas in this town will be affected if that bill's not rectified. So, and I can't speak to who owes what or who doesn't because obviously I don't get to see none of that paperwork. I request budget, I request this and that. I'm not allowed none of that information. It's not the town's business. So,
Right.
and the last meeting I watched, Tyra showed up and she was supposed to come back and bring new information because she didn't have enough information to prove that they didn't owe. So she was supposed to come back to the next meeting. She didn't show up, and they said they certified mailed and everything, trying to get this information for the discrepancy. Nobody wants to prove a discrepancy, so they have no choice but to just shut the town down. They can't provide any more natural gas to the town at this rate. I mean, because it's like $20,000-$30,000 a month this time of year, real easy. And so the next bill is going to be 90, almost $100,000. You see? And I mean, I don't know. Maybe Aguilar's got $100,000 just laying around that the town's business don't know about the town's business, right?
But see, that's where I'm lost, right? Because I understand that they pay their taxes and whatnot and so forth. But I mean, that's where I'm lost. Do they have a surplus to back up on? Are they using the money that was from this supposed loan for the water augmentation to try and cover some of this stuff that they owe? Like, where is the money coming from? Where are they
It'd be
taking money
nice
from?
yeah, it'd be nice if Tyra would inform us on some of this shit, wouldn't it?
Well, it would be nice if my public records request for a budget and, where the money comes from and where it goes was filled as
Uh,
well.
I will challenge you to make that inquiry, brother. I will challenge you to make
I
that
did.
inquiry.
I did. It was ignored. I didn't get
Oh,
a response
Anon,
from it.
Anon. I want to see Anon Mouse make that inquiry just so he can understand what's happening here. It doesn't matter what you FOIA here, bro. Don't matter.
Hold,
It's
hold on a second.
yeah,
Here, there you go. There's the information right there for you in the banner.
there's the email you need for the FOIA. Here we do FOIA/CORA, CORA, Colorado Opens Records Act. And yeah, you'll see what I mean. It's nobody's business, man. It's nobody's business. Basically, you people and I have been at this for 7 months and we haven't got any of the budget, nothing to do with the budget. They won't tell us anything about any of the money in this town whatsoever, even though it's public information. It is not. So the people here don't care. Ain't nobody else putting in FOIA requests except for me and you people. So again, it's like, man, if the people don't want to deal with it, then why would we want to deal with it? Especially when everybody's busting our balls for how we do it.
Right.
When they do nothing, they're gonna bust our balls for how we do it. Is the
But
gas
I
bill
mean, look
paid
at all
directly
the.
to the city of Aguilar? Yes, Anon. So the way the bills work here is water, sewer, and gas are all one bill, but metered water, metered gas. So it is through Aguilar, the city of Aguilar directly. So like I pay my natural gas bill and water bill to the city of Aguilar, and then Aguilar pays that forward to the gas company. So, and like I say, if you go watch the last meeting I posted up about Walsenburg, you'll see our town administrator there um, trying to explain her way out of the bill, and it didn't work too well. There wasn't enough information, and so they shelved it for this next meeting, and then she didn't show up. That was 2 days ago, the last meeting. She didn't show up, and she hasn't even given them the information yet. Even if she didn't go, she could have just got them the missing information so they could, because as of right now, they assume this money's owed, and the town administrator is like, oh well, we don't owe it. Well, you can't just say I don't owe it. You have to show proof. And then we haven't been able to do that, from my understanding. So
Well, we can't
yeah, I
do
just
that
put
if we're not getting any information.
Anon. I just put another one up today too, bro. So I put one up like a week and a half ago or something, and then I put one up today. And both of them are referring to this gas situation here that nobody wants to talk about. So, and like I say, the next bill will be almost $100,000. So that's a fact. And they're accruing late fees at this time too that the town has to pay for. The town's people have to pay for, right? Not obviously ain't out of fucking Mark's pocket. It's not coming out of fucking Burns' pocket. It's not coming out of I don't use their natural gas, so it doesn't even affect me. It's not coming out of my pocket, but somebody's gonna have to pay all those late fees. And when you're talking $60,000, the late fees are quite high. What's up, John Hobbs? So
John Hobbs.
it's just a downward spiral the way I see it.
Well,
I mean,
kind of how I've been. That's kind of what I've been witnessing. And again, I'm wondering how they've been able to operate this entire time with like very to little no issue or knowledge from the town people, period, about what's going on. But we've had a lot of suspicion that a lot of the townspeople do know what's going on, and they know what's going on with the money as far as how it's being handled. They just don't want to say anything. We can't say
Right,
anything about that. We don't have any proof on it. We can say
right.
we have suspicions
And they
all day
won't.
long, but that doesn't mean anything.
It's not for lack of requesting. You know, we've requested it,
Right?
so that's all we can do is request it and show that we didn't receive it. You know, so. But the whole budget here is a big secret. I don't think anybody here knows what the budget and expenditures are in this town, and I don't think they have for a long time, except for maybe 2 or 3 people out of the whole population here. So that's my opinion on that.
Right.
You know, so
It's crazy, man.
it is what it
Mind
is.
blowing.
But yeah, it's been getting crazy up in Walsenburg again. You know, they got that recall going and this, that, and the other. You know, so
Right.
I might have to start focusing more up there instead of here. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we've had more success getting records out of Walsenburg than we have out of Aguilar. I mean, at least we know what's going on with Walsenburg. And we
There's
can hear
somebody
their
out front.
meetings.
I got somebody out. Yeah, you can hear their meetings. I got somebody out front again, dude. Hold on.
He's a popular guy. Killing me over here. But he's had a lot of intimidation tactics pulled against him as well since he's been in Aguilar. People driving by the house, threats, this, that, or the other. I don't get it. I don't get it. We are informing you of what's going on. I mean, at least the citizens. We are informing the citizens and everybody else that watches our show that has nothing to do with Aguilar. We are informing them what's going on with the town. And they're getting mad at us and throwing threats at us nonstop. Why? Why? I understand it's bad stuff. You really don't want your town known for bad stuff, and you really don't want it blasted out there to however many subs that are out there that we have. And then if anybody decides to go and restream something that we had or do a story on what we have, then it gets blasted out even further. But that's a good thing. That brings, the problems to the surface. And we've been trying to help with those problems, but it just seems like we get more pushback than we get the help. So I think we're both at a loss here. I mean, we thought that we had some good traction going, and we thought that we were actually doing something and changing something there, but I think it's just been one giant shit show. Tell you the truth, in my opinion, since the last 3 months here, I can't even get an actual statement on what's going on with the water. And every time I do get a statement, it's please off the record. Don't put this out there when, it's really a good thing to hear that they fix the water issues or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand that one either. Just a lot of head games going on with Aguilar, and it's going to catch up to him, and it's catching up to him fast. And unfortunately, it's going to catch up to the majority of the citizens that are law abiding and pay their bills, which is the worst part. You do. Gail does.
Yeah, I'm back.
John Hobbs says he's got natural
Yeah,
gas at his house and it's free.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ohio thing's a big mess, man. Too much for me.
Oh, well, what did I miss? What did I miss about Ohio?
Oh, that train wreck, Palestine, East Palestine train wreck that fucking poisoned all the water up there. Fucking killing
Oh yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
animals. Yep, way more than I can
yeah.
cover on that one, buddy.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the auditors got gold right there, man, just nonstop.
I've been watching it, but not much I can do about it. You know? Oh, I had those people stop again looking for their dog, man. They're looking for a
Te-
black dog with a white chest. They had a sitter watching her, and she got loose and out of the fence, and now she's like scared, and I guess she was, when I started my stream, she was sitting out in front of my house, in front of my gate, and I wasn't paying much attention. I was busy dealing with this to notice it's a different dog because I got a lot of dogs running around here. But yeah,
right.
lady's running around looking for her dog, man. Got the kid in the car crying, where's my dog, Sad. It's cold and the dog's all black, so it's hard to see. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, Tina over here says good citizen not streaming meetings anymore is exactly what the council wanted, and they get their wish by him announcing he's over it.
Well, this is not it's not my job. You know what I mean? Like it's the townspeople's job. So not to say that I'm not gonna you know, continue to do what we do and poke around and do you know, I mean the point is there's no sense of me going to those meetings or trying to re-stream those meetings when the audio is so fucking terrible and there's just no sense in it. It's a waste of everybody's time. And my viewers, I know, and you people's viewers deserve better than to fucking sit here through a stream that they can't fucking hear. For something that doesn't even pertain to them. They're only doing it, supporting us. I don't
Right.
see none of the, what two of the townspeople are in here tonight. That's it. So there's 5 in here this second, so that means you guys are still outnumbered. So until you guys can change the numbers around to where there's more people watching that it pertains to than not, then it's really not accomplishing anything except pissing
Yeah,
off
but
our
let's
viewers because
let's
they're putting out piss poor quality fucking reporting when you can't hear it. It's no good. Everybody's straining their ears, wasting their time trying to fucking hear what's inaudible.
I got you. I mean, the 5 people in here is probably not what you'd have if you were doing it on your channel. I mean, no offense to anybody here, but he's got a huge following now. He jumped up to over 7K. I mean, man, you fucking animal over here just jumped up. But I mean, if he was doing it on his channel, still, I only think that there would only be 2 townspeople in your chat. But I think in the long term, the townspeople actually follow you more than they follow me. So I have a feeling that there might be a couple more townspeople that would be in if you were running the live stream compared to it being on my channel. But
Well, look at
I
it
don't know.
this way. People, in 6 months, these guys are going to be begging us to return to doing what we've done. Because by then everything's going to already have washed out. So, thanks, John. I'm almost to the 8,000
Well, I
mark,
mean,
getting pretty close.
Well, I mean, like I'm not looking for the townspeople or whatever to come back and go, hey, come back. No, no, no. I'm not asking for that. That what I would really like to see most of all is the townspeople, all of the townspeople, for at least the most part, especially the ones that gave us the most guff, step up and take their town back and change the administration. Not that we have anything personally against the administration, but we can see how it's been run over the last couple of years from the information that we have been able to get. And we see how it's currently being run with, people's gas being possibly taken away, if not permanently taken away, coming up here really soon. There's been massive water issues. You guys have, the townspeople of Aguilar deserve an augmentation pond because that shit should have been done a long time ago. In my opinion, it should be upgraded from an augmentation pond to a water treatment plant. So that way, at least that way, you're getting clean fucking water. I mean, if it was me, I'd be outraged. I'd be asking for like the best of the best at this point, considering as how they've asked for loans and they're not even up to date and up to code with those loans. So, or at least from the information that I'm gathering. I mean, you might get other information from Tyra stating otherwise, that everything's okay and they're up to code and they're ready to go, even though one of their water tanks needs a whole new roof, if not just a whole new water tank built. And then you've got another one that needs to be completely demolished and a new tank put up there anyways, just because of how rusted out it is. I mean, there's a lot of issues going on here, and I don't understand why there's not more of a push against this administration and how it's run, and the quality that these people are getting for their water and their gas. I mean, their gas is about to get shut off. I'm pretty sure 75% of those people run off of natural gas for food, heat, and other things. Where is everybody? Where's the uproar? Where's the people? Where's the town people in front of town hall?
Hey, yeah, half as many people who spoke out on us would speak out on the piss poor fucking dealings, then we'd be in a different situation. All right, so here's what I did real quick. I'm gonna pull up just this is kind of a long meeting, so I sought out the part that's pertinent to this stream. All right, so you guys give this a listen, and you'll hear exactly what we're talking about. Okay, should be good.
Thank you, Mr. Stutzman. Who do we have next, Stephanie?
I don't see anyone else raising their hand online.
Okay. If we don't have anybody else on Zoom, we'll go ahead and move on to unfinished business, Town of Aguilar utility billing discussion and recommendation. Ms. Davis, would you please lead us off on this topic?
So
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I say one more thing? I would like to thank the new attorney, and I forgot your name, and welcome.
Yeah, they got a new lawyer.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for our new lawyer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you have an administrative recommendation in your packet. Unfortunately, the town of Aguilar was unable to attend this evening as indicated. Both Mr. Colander and myself spoke with them this morning, and they had indicated they were going to provide some additional information last Friday. We are not in receipt of it. We requested it again today. We're still not in receipt of it. I believe what you have in your packet is some additional information in addition to the recommendation, but a spreadsheet of what their payments have been. The alarming.
I just want to point out here, you hear how you can hear these people talking? Just want to point that out.
Part of this particular spreadsheet is that they're few and far between, which is how we've obtained in 2022 this balance in arrear. I would strongly encourage you, this is alarming from not only a council standpoint, but administrative standpoint. We've heard from our citizens, it's somewhat unfair.
Yes.
Highly recommend, and is in working with Miss Vera, she has prepared a letter specifically to town requesting
Guys can hear that
an
good?
immediate response within 7 days. And I would highly encourage the council to take this tact. I don't believe that another 30-day delay from the town of Aguilar is appropriate, given the substantial balance that they're currently holding.
You hear that? So they said they're not even gonna wait another 30 days to stop service, right? The
Crazy.
numbers are too high.
Council member be willing to pose a motion directing Ms. Vera to submit said letter?
I'll make that motion.
A motion by Mr. Beal and a second by Ms. Mays. Is there any additional discussion?
I thought I understood last time they were here that they were paid in full. And nobody corrected that record when she said that they were paid in full.
Saying that.
She did say that.
She did.
She did say that.
I think the clear point was that she had an outstanding balance, but sorry for that misunderstanding.
Is there anything else? Yes, Ms. Laura?
So what is that letter going to say?
Says that as a follow-up to its January 6th letter informing the town of Aguilar that it was in arrears of $61,340 for natural gas consumption in 2022. As a natural gas supplier for the town, the city has always been pleased to deliver reliable and prompt service. The city, and I'm going to paraphrase some of this, the city must again reiterate its concerns to the town board regarding the significant outstanding balance on payment for gas supplies during 2022. We have yet to receive a response from the Board of Trustees about the outstanding balance. And if you all know that in the end of December, 1st of January, I submitted a letter to the town board, certified mail. They were in receipt of it. We've never received acknowledgement that the town board is actually in receipt of it. Ms. Aguilar appeared at the city council meeting on February 7th. The attached document was presented at that February 7th city council meeting and demonstrates that the town's annual purchases and gas usage over time is consistent and that the city has accurately billed the town for its gas usage. The town made a payment of $22,226 on February 7th. The town remains in arrears of $66,229.84. The city will take any and all action possible against the town for continued non-payment. Non-payment may result in a disruption of or discontinuance of gas service to the town and its citizens.
Or discontinuance, right?
Woo! Man.
So you heard her say the spreadsheets are far and few between, Tina. So it's not like you're gonna see a spreadsheet. They're few and far between, they said.
The town fails to enter into a payment plan that is satisfactory to the city. The city requests a response within 7 days of this letter identifying the town's position.
Thank you, Ms. Davis. Does council have any questions before we call for the vote?
You people check your
Yes.
message.
Yes, Ms. Laura.
So what would be, and we have a citizen out there that would like to speak. She may go before me if that's okay.
The citizens' comment time has closed. Right now is the time for council to conduct business. Ms. Laura?
And this is an action item. So what would we consider acceptable? Our payment plan?
Until they present something, I don't know that we're in a position to identify what's acceptable. Obviously, what's acceptable would be if they cleared the account in full.
Yeah, that's what,
I think it's acceptable.
that's all.
I mean, they're billing their customers.
And they're getting paid.
So there was a bounced check. I don't see that in your report. So was that the $61,000 check that bounced?
No,
No, and they covered that. Let's check.
How much was that one?
I believe that was the 13,911.
Okay.
There's nothing further from council.
I have a quick question.
For Mr. Beal.
Are we charging Aguilar late fees?
There's a little bit of late fees on there.
That's why their arrears continues to build.
It just has to end.
Ms. Barr, can you please call for the vote?
Ms. Laura,
Yes.
Mr. Jennings,
Yes.
Ms. Mays,
Yes.
Mr. Beal,
Yes.
Martinez,
Yes.
Mayor Brian.
Yes. Okay, we had moved new business.
All right. So that's that.
Unanimous. Unanimous.
Yeah, they say it's got to end. So, you know,
Crazy. Crazy. But again, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna see if that if the Facebook is good and clear somewhat, and see if that was brought up in tonight's meeting because of all the issues that
yeah,
we
and
had at the beginning.
I had people in the audience recording as well, you know, so I always got it covered one way or another. We'll make it happen, but the point is showing up to these meetings does no real benefit for us. I mean, just like putting up this Walsenburg, put the meeting up the next day and share the news just the same, you know. So
Yep.
didn't even look like there was that many people there tonight. So
Well, it is cold out there. People don't like to travel in the cold. I hear that it's been quite snowy out there as well. So,
yeah,
I mean, that's usually a contributing factor. But Walsenburg, unlike Aguilar, you know, you can actually sit at home and watch the meeting. You might
right.
not be able to fully participate, but you can watch the meeting and hear them and
You can.
understand what was talked about.
Well, you can, man. You're allowed to raise your hand on the Zoom, and you'll be called to speak. All that. You don't have to physically be there to be heard at the Walsenburg city meetings. You can do it
Oh, that's
online.
awesome.
Yes. So,
That's
like, if you
cool.
wanted to speak at the next one, you could do it. You could either sign up, like, you know, like you would have to here to get your 5 minutes, or you can get your 3 minutes just by raising your hand on the Zoom. You know, what's up,
What's
Futoy?
up, Foo Toy?
Yeah, John, you're right about that.
Right? It's gonna get crazy with no heat. I mean, at this
Yeah.
point, I was kind of hoping that, you know, there would be a huge uproar, but it just goes to show that most of the people of Aguilar don't even pay attention about their own services, let alone their own administration. I mean, that's handled by Aguilar. Everything's good, nothing to see here, no outsiders welcome. I think they should make
Yeah.
that a sign.
It does
It,
need to
it
get
sounds
done.
very inviting. Very inviting, I'm telling you. It's killing me over here. But all right, man. I tell you what, I think we're gonna drop this off. We're gonna let everybody go. We've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. Greatly appreciate
Yeah,
everybody stopping in.
let me see if I can't get somebody else up here real quick and see if let's see if we can get an explanation or not. You know, trying to see if I can get the
If you,
administrator up here to explain what's happening. But
I mean, she had no problem coming up before. I don't think she'd have a problem now. I mean, I am willing to wait a few minutes if everybody is willing to wait a few minutes to see if the administrator is willing to come up and let everybody know what's going on with the bounce check and bill that's due and everything like that. I mean, I would like an explanation on that. I don't even live there, and I'd like an explanation on that.
yeah, Yeah, let me get the link and everything over there and see if I can't make it happen or not. Yeah, I'd like to hear both sides. I mean, we just listened to the one side. So,
And there had to be a good reason why she didn't show up for that meeting. I mean, there had to be a good reason why, right? Other than weather.
yeah,
I mean, because
I don't
technically
know.
she could have shown up by Zoom. She didn't even have to drive all the way to Walsenburg. Technically, she could have just shown up and showed up on Zoom, right?
Right.
Crazy.
That's correct. That's how Walsenburg is set up. It didn't used to be that way. Walsenburg used to be a lot like here, you know, is you couldn't get a straight answer, you couldn't request information, you couldn't see the meetings without attending, you know. They've come a long ways over the past couple of years. So you can hear them good.
Right.
Like I say, you don't have to go there. Uh, but
Well, Helen, I
well,
wasn't
I don't know.
expecting a complete 180 all of a sudden by Aguilar, and you can all of a sudden see him and hear him. But I mean, we've mentioned multiple times that the microphone is sitting down there on the table, not all the way up against the back of the chair. And they've proven that they can talk into the microphone and you can hear them. It's just during certain situations that they really don't want to like broadcast out, I guess, is what you would call it. The information, they just don't want that information to really be heard on a lot of aspects, I guess, because they do a lot of sitting back away from their microphones.
Yeah, they sit back as far as they can, you know.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think she wants to come up. Maybe she get stuff going on. I'm not sure, but I figure it's worth a try if we could find out, you know, straight from the administrator's mouth what's the stance from Aguilar and what's the plan going forward. But I'm not really getting
Well,
a
and like I
response, so
well, like I told the self-proclaimed person of Aguilar, that the person that can handle it all, she knows who I'm talking about. If she watches this, I sat back and I've been waiting to see what kind of changes you make, but I haven't even seen you attend. What is it? 2 meetings now. I haven't really seen any information on your Facebook page. You should really stop claiming to be an official of the town or a spokesman for
right,
the town. You should really change your Facebook name because you do not represent the town of Aguilar not one little bit.
right, and don't
And
even
to push
like
back at me or
Zoom
Good
and
Citizen
Facebook.
is ridiculous.
And Zoom and Facebook tells you who's in the meeting with you, and she doesn't even attend that way. So yeah, for her to just sit there and run her mouth about everything that we do and how we do it all wrong and this, that, and the other thing, she should probably step her game up a little bit, you know?
Right?
So,
But I don't
but
know. Like
yeah,
we said, maybe Tina's right. Maybe this is gonna be the final straw that gets everybody pissed off, and maybe hassling the ladies in the office will become a thing that people don't mind to do all of a sudden.
so so I'm informed there was probably maybe 15 people at the meeting tonight.
I mean, not a bad
Last
turnout.
month,
I understand it's cold,
last
but
month was packed, dude. Last month there was hardly a place to sit,
what happened?
you know?
What
We
happened?
filled the house last month, so
Well, maybe it
I
was
don't
just
know.
for the new council members.
Maybe could be, you know.
It is all
Yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. I guess,
It's all
yeah,
bubbles and
I'm not,
flowers.
I'm not gonna wait around to see if the administrator wants to come up any longer. I mean, obviously she's busy. Too busy to
Yeah, she's
answer our
busy.
question.
Well, I mean, she just got done with the city meeting. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's trying to have some dinner or whatnot. I mean, it is different times around, so some people haven't had dinner yet. But, oh, well, we tried, we do what we do. And again, we can only give out whatever we get. So,
Yeah.
we'll try and see what's going on with their version on the Facebook side of it and see if we can't get a decent version out there for everybody to see and hear if they even brought that up tonight with the $66,000. But
And this
we'll
whole
see.
meeting is on my page. I put it up. You guys can go watch through the whole thing if you want, or pick through it or whatever. But yeah, that's the last meeting from Wellsburg. The one before that is also up, and it leads into this. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. At this point, I'm getting more information from out of Walsenburg than I am out of Aguilar on this situation. So
Yeah, it just sucks that we can't get any records for Aguilar out of Walsenburg.
right. I don't
I
know.
think that's the thing that sucks. There's
I
no
don't know.
like interdepartment mingling. We can't get certain information from other departments. It's got to be straight from Aguilar.
Are you able to send
But
her a link, you people, for the StreamYard?
didn't you send her a link?
No, I was trying to get things straightened around, man. But I don't have the link accessible easily.
Well, why didn't you say that? I mean, you could have said that. I could have sent out the link a while ago. These poor people have been sitting here waiting for Tyra to show up, and I'm pretty sure she's ready to show up. So hold on a second. Let me do this. Hold on.
Send it to her. We'll give her a couple minutes. If she wants to come up and take a couple minutes to explain her side or whatever, that's fine. If not, we'll just end it out. Not a big deal. I mean, but you guys just heard Walsensburg side. They said they're gonna just shut the gas down. And then also too, if you listen, they're like, well, unless we come to an agreed upon payment plan. But then shortly after that, they said basically they want to be paid in full. So
Right. They want the bill at zero. They don't even want like a partial pay. I don't even think they said anything about a payment plan. They just want the bill paid.
next
But I
month will
mean,
be, I'm telling you,
you can work out a payment plan.
yeah. I don't know. I just think it's pretty wild. Pretty
It is pretty
wild, man.
wild.
How
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, just Wild West, you know.
Yeah. I sent her the link. She hasn't. I don't think her phone is on. I don't think her phone is on. It's just sitting here at a black circle with the check mark, so it's not like fully delivering. Or I don't know. Her phone could be off or whatever.
Well, you know, this town's full of shit service, so
Yeah, she could just be out of service in a bad spot. I mean, she could always contact us, and we can always start up another show, and we can get her up here, and we can get the explanation that way. That's not an issue either. That the invitation's always out there. So,
yeah. I don't know.
but
It seems all these people operate in the shadows, you know. So, John, I'm telling you, by the end of this month, it'll be 100,000, man. damn near 100,000. So this time of year, it's like 20-some, $30,000 a month worth of usage from this town. And if they're at 66 already, well, go ahead and add that. Plus late fees.
Right. And they're not even waiting another 30 days. They're not giving an extension so that Tyra
No.
asked for. So,
No.
I mean,
No, they said
they
this
might
will be
not even
resolved
have
within
that added on.
7 days. It'll be resolved within 7 days. That's what they said. So, and again, if they shut it off, then where are they going to get it from? I don't know. I mean, do they got another provider in mind? Like, who would provide? It's pretty wild.
I got to do some research into that one.
I mean,
I got to do some research
I
into
don't
that
know.
one.
The Wild West, man. The wild,
Crazy.
wild west. But
And
I
here
don't
I
think,
thought
I
I've
don't,
seen it all.
I don't think she wants to come up. I think she's got better things to do than deal with this kind of stuff, you know? If the town's
Yeah,
business ain't the town's business, it sure is not the world's business, right?
I guess, but I was
I
kind
don't
of
know.
hoping for at least some sort of bullshit explanation.
Oh, I thought she'd have one. At least something. Right now, it's kind of one-sided, you know? But
Yeah.
I can't do anything with that. So all I know is that I heard that a check bounced. That was the first thing that I heard about the gas. And then it's just been downhill ever since. So when your town starts bouncing checks, you know you already have a fucking issue. Just saying.
Yep.
Just like how
And
many
who?
people in the chat know can say their town is for bouncing a check, right?
It's kind of crazy that a town bounced a check. I can expect a person bouncing a check, but not a town.
It's crazy.
It
And I
is.
mean, stuff happens. I heard an explanation for it, and you know, I can understand how stuff happens, but still pretty wild, man.
But still, even still, that happened. That happened a while ago with that supposed writing a check from a closed account that is no longer open because they changed accounts and they used the wrong checkbook. Okay, so you use the wrong checkbook, so you write a new check immediately, you send it in, and it should be paid off, right? You would think. I mean, common sense would tell you, at least tell me that's how it works. But I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
said, a lot of crazy, shady shit.
it is. I mean, and it's I don't know. To me, the shady part comes in on just trying to be sneaky about it or whatever, right? Not like I say, I didn't hear it mentioned in the meeting tonight. You know, maybe people want to fucking stock up on go buy a fucking heater and some propane and a fucking cooktop or something for propane so that they're not fucking assed out in a week. Taken by
Right.
complete surprise because it's not even ever been mentioned to my knowledge at any of these Aguilar meetings.
Well, the guy at the Ace Hardware better stock up on stuff like that. Everything propane powered, man. Just saying, you might want to think about that. Order in some propane powered stuff.
I'm on propane, but a lot of people I know here are on natural gas.
Yeah. Crazy.
My propane comes.
But all right,
They bring it. You know, like there's no problem like that with the propane, but the gas is billed through the city. It comes right on your fucking monthly bill. They read the meter and bill you. So,
yeah.
but 7 days. I mean, 7 days. That meeting was 2 days ago, guys. We're down to 5 days. just so you know. So if anybody in here is listening and you use that fucking natural gas supply, you might want to think ahead, possibly.
Yeah. Just maybe. But like we said, we're going to let everybody go. We've been going for quite some, it's been about an hour and a half now. But everybody, thank you for coming in. I'm going to do a few shout outs. We got Tina, we got John Hobbs, we had Corey in here, we had Futoy in here, we had ATL in here, we had Anarchy Television in here, we had Anon Mouse in here, we had Gail, we had Cheryl, and I think Todd, Show Me Sasquatch, Betty was in here for a little bit, and Melvin was in here for a little bit. If I missed anybody, greatly apologize. But thank you for stopping in. Thank you for, getting involved in chat and whatnot and so forth. Again, it's, we just try to get information out there, trying to do a good thing. That's all we try to do. Take it how you will. Anything to say before we head out there, good citizen?
Oh man. Just like I say, just hopefully everybody that's paying attention pays attention and prepares for the worst, right? Like better prepared than not.
Right.
Like
always be prepared.
I use wood heat, so I know I got heat. You know what I mean? I don't even fucking like showering in this water, let alone cooking with it or drinking it. So water don't really affect me much. But I know there's a lot of good people in this town, and a lot of them aren't in here. A lot of them don't come in here, but there's the chance that they'll be affected. And that's crazy. And at this point, I mean, the way I see it, they've already collected the money. So it's not like any government agency is going to step in and help them, right? Like, oh, you need a bailout? Like, no, that's not how it works, dude. Like, you've already collected the money. So where's the $66,000? Where's it at?
Well, my question at this point is they used the emergency funds from Colorado for the water department. Are they going to try and do emergency funds again? And if so, do they even qualify for emergency funds for a bill that they did not pay? Because it's not like there was a gas leak or whatever. They just didn't pay the bill. So I'm actually quite curious to see how this plays out.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing that I heard in the Walsenburg meeting is that the pipeline that provides that gas from Walsenburg to here also needs work. It's like 20 years past its life expectancy, and so therefore, even if they do get the gas bill paid and whatnot, they still have to replace that line sometime in the near future in order to keep the gas going.
Right. Well, the repairs obviously need to get done, but
when the town don't pay, dude, that's kind of crazy. I mean, there's either a good explanation or a bad explanation, but there's got to be an explanation, right?
Yeah.
The way I see it. But
yeah.
anyways, appreciate all you guys coming in. It's been fun. Catch you guys on the next one.
Exiled coming in right at the very end. So we had to give him the shout out as well. Exiled one. Welcome in and have a great night, buddy. We'll catch you all soon. And yeah, we'll keep you updated as we can. Later, guys.
Thanks.